my friends at the Carinium Garage have lent me for 48 hours. I've put a link to their website below. They really help me out a lot with cars, and they also offer car storage. So if you're looking for somewhere nice to keep your car over the winter, I can definitely recommend contacting these guys. Anyway, this is kind of a new car test drive, but I had an idea. I was speaking to a friend the other day, and what we thought about is, why buy a supercar by yourself? Or why don't you share a car with someone else and then you can get something better? So a friend of mine is also looking to buy a sports car, and we said, well, why don't we buy one car together but something better and then just share it? This is just an idea at the moment, but of course I wanted to see what you guys thought of it. I actually don't know why more people don't do supercar sharing, because thinking about it, I actually don't need to use the car every single day. I've got loads of cars being given to me over the next months, and I have absolutely no problem sharing a car with someone. That's one of my favourite sounds this makes, by the way, the downshifts. Of course, providing the person you share it with is a good friend that you get along with and you're not going to fall out over something. And of course the car is fully insured, so you don't have any problem should anything happen. I don't actually see why supercar sharing isn't a more popular thing, or maybe it is. Maybe it's something that actually happens but I know nothing about. Now I know the 458 has been out for quite some time, but I've never had a decent amount of time in one. I've only driven it before very briefly, and having 2 full days with this has made me appreciate it so much. The 458 will just always be an all-time epic supercar. I remember when this car came out and I watched it for the first time on the old Top Gear, and it was just incredible. I remember watching that episode with my mouth open thinking, wow, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I know now it does seem a little bit outdated, but it's still one hell of a car. I guess that's why I always wished I could find a petrolhead girlfriend, because that would be perfect. Having a girlfriend who's into cars and you could just share one awesome car with. Now if I was to go ahead with that plan and get one, I wouldn't be getting this exact one, because this one is way over budget. This is for sale for around 200,000, I think. But the point was, they offered that I can test drive it and just see what I think of the 458 in general. And yeah, I'm loving it. Really, really loving it. And because it's the Spider, what you can do is put this window down a bit at the back, and then you get to really, really enjoy the sound. I knew the 458, listen to that downshift, I knew the 458 was good, but honestly, I didn't think I would be having quite this amount of fun in it. I've just had not that much experience with driving Ferraris, and I don't know why, because I am loving this. Slippery. Those downshifts. What a sound. Doesn't get much better than this. Being so gentle with my right foot. It's proper slippery out there today. Oh, I'm good for the day now. I am good. I think I can just go home now. I'm quite satisfied. Yeah, I totally get why anybody would buy a 458 now. What I thought I'd do, I've just arrived at some of my local back roads, and as I've been enjoying the sound so much and there's not many people here to be too embarrassed about, I thought I'm going to put the roof down like a complete douche, but nonetheless I want to hear that sound coming out the back. So according to the car, it is currently -1 outside. I'm probably going to massively regret this, but nonetheless let's give it a go purely for the sake of sound. So the roof's down, gonna feel the wind in my hair. It's officially -2 now. Let's start her up. Listen to this. This is a proper Italian sound. Oh yes. Why have I not spent more time with one of these before? I just don't know. I think I'm gonna have to put my hood up for this. Now let's go and enjoy that sound. Echoing through the forest in here. Oh, what a day. You know when I'm enjoying a car because I just don't feel like speaking much. And at the moment, I just want to drive. I've got it in race mode at the moment because in race mode, the flaps and the exhaust open much sooner. But because it's in race mode and it's really wet and slippery, I'm obviously going to be taking it pretty easy. I might look a bit stupid at the moment, but boy, am I having a good time. Oh, this car is exhilarating. Oh, I'm up in the clouds. Cannot see much whatsoever. These downshifts, you ready? That's what I'm talking about. I've not driven an Italian car in quite some time, and I forgot how much emotion is involved in them. Gonna turn around, do that one more time. I think, yes, I have a beanie in my bag. Rather than having my hood up, driving a Ferrari, looking like a complete yobbo, keep my oversized head nice and warm. And there's something cool about driving around a snowy forest with the roof down. I don't quite know why. I'm quite enjoying being open in the elements and of course the fresh air. So the last supercar I drove was the GT3, and this is obviously something completely different to that car. I mean, you can't really compare the two, to be honest. My heart still stays with the GT3, but I'm definitely now remembering the amount of fun and passion that's into driving an Italian sports car. I don't know, it just kind of feels a bit naughty driving this car, especially after all the Porsches that I've driven. It feels like I'm having some kind of love affair with a naughty, loud Italian. It's now slowly getting dark. I'm also on empty on the fuel gauge. It's safe to say that beautiful sound does not come cheap. And off the top of my head, trying to think quickly what I might not like about this car, I would definitely take quite a different spec to this. Well, first of all, it wouldn't be a Spider. As much as I loved the sound with the roof down, I still just wouldn't buy a convertible. I definitely wouldn't take these seats if I was to get one of these. I know they might look okay and they are comfortable and it's nice to have the seat heating, but this is a supercar after all, and I want to feel like I'm really in a supercar, and for that you need the bucket seats. I know there is a really nice option to have these carbon, well, my friend of mine had these carbon bucket seats in his old 458 and they looked awesome. Color wise, black is the color for me on a Ferrari. I don't know why I think it looks so good, it just really does. So just to show you with the exhaust flaps, now you can hear it's open, it's in race mode. If I switch it to sport mode, it closes. So in race mode, it just opens that little bit earlier. Just sort of one more thing that I would probably change on this car if I had one. It, for me, sits a bit too high. It needs to be lowered ever so slightly. 458 is tunnel approved. I've got to refuel and I'm already slightly late bringing the car back, but that is because I've just been having way too much fun. I'm sure they will understand. But for now, it's bye for me. I desperately need to put some fuel back in this.